Ideas and Money welcome you. In high school, students learned that mitochondria are powerhouses of cells and read Shakespeare's plays, but they may not have had anyone to help them understand money. Sadly, financial literacy is something missing from many schools' curriculum. Students often handle their money for the first times in college with little guidance and advice, until now. Here are 24 money tips you should learn before turning 24. The first step towards achieving financial success is to develop a plan. A good plan will outline exactly what you need to do to reach your goals. Once you've defined your goals, break them down into smaller steps so you can see how far along you are towards reaching them. Using the SMART goal strategy, you'll know where you stand at any given moment and you'll be able to adjust your plans to ensure they're moving in the right direction. 2. Start a budget regardless of your specific financial goals. Creating a budget in school is easy enough, but staying committed to that budget can be difficult. Being dedicated to spending only the amounts indicated in your budget will help you hold yourself more accountable and develop responsible financial behavior for the future. 3. Remember the 25/25/50 rule. Another rule to remember when starting out with your finances is the 25/25/25 rule. This budget rule says that 25% of your income should be set aside for your basic needs, rent, food, utilities, etc. 25% should be set aside for wants, clothing, entertainment, vacations, and 50% should be set aside in savings. These percentages may vary depending on your situation, but they are a good place to begin. Once again, as your finances grow and change, you can adjust these percentages to meet your needs and goals. A good credit score will allow you to get loans at lower rates, buy homes and cars, and make other purchases. Poor credit scores can lead to higher interest rates, co-signers, and being denied loans altogether. To improve your credit score, pay off debts on time, keep balances low, and avoid late payments. Paying bills on time will also help your credit history. 5. Establish an effective financial plan in college. Establishing a good financial plan is very important. A good financial plan will help you pay off any loans you may have incurred, such as student loans, and will help you save money for future expenses. For example, if you plan ahead, you could buy a car before graduating from college. Having a good financial plan will allow you to avoid having to borrow money from friends and family members. Don't compare yourself to others. Instead, focus on what you can do today. Remember that you don't know everything about finances, so don't feel bad if you aren't able to save money right now. You might not be able to afford a luxury car or expensive clothes right now, but you can start small and build up your savings slowly. Focus on what you can accomplish today, rather than comparing yourself to others who seem to have an easier time managing their finances. 10. Use student abatements, if applicable. Still, aim to use every pupil reduction you can get, if you're still in council. With a council pupil ID, you can reduce your costs of electronics, food, entertainment, transportation, insurance, subscription services, retail particulars, and more. It no way hurts to ask if a store or eatery you frequent offers a council reduction. There are so numerous abatements that you can use in council, and you would be surprised at how presto the 10 off or $5 savings will add up. 11. Pay off debt and avoid accumulating further. Paying off debt can be a daunting task, but it needs to be done in order to achieve fiscal wellness. However, paying off the high-interest debt first is generally the stylish system to choose, if you have multiple debts. However, you should always try to pay off further than the minimal payment each month and strive to make fresh payments whenever you can, if you can. This will allow you to pay lower plutocrat in interest in the long run. 24 pieces of plutocrat advice. 312. Know your student loan refinancing options. Paying off pupil loans presto is a fiscal thing held by numerous council graduates. When you applied for your first pupil loan, you may have had limited or no experience with credit. However, you may be dealing with a high interest rate if you have private pupil loans. Assuming that your credit has bettered, refinancing can help you gain a lower interest rate. This is the process of taking out a new loan to pay off the pupil loan, or loans, you formerly have at more favorable rates. Still, it's important to note that refinancing could mean losing your eligibility for pupil loan remission or income-driven prepayment plans offered with civil pupil loans. Make sure that pupil loan refinancing is the stylish decision for you. 13. Establish your emergency fund. Because life is changeable, you should always plan for a fiscal exigency to do. One way to be prepared is to have an exigency fund established. Generally, this should be a savings regard that contains 3 to 6 months of your income, and it should only be used in certain situations. Unanticipated job loss, medical and dental charges, trip, auto charges, home form, or loss of a loved one all qualify for a good reason to use your exigency fund. 14. Make sure you have proper insurance along with an exigency fund. It's necessary to have insurance. Accidents be aimlessly, and without acceptable insurance, you could end up paying thousands of bones in medical bills or auto repairs. Also, if you're renting an apartment or house, it's smart to have renter's insurance. Pet insurance and phone insurance could also come in handy in your day-to-day life. No matter the type of insurance, it's always wise to cover the effects that are important.